India also has a very special relationship with the United States. As people frequently say, the world's oldest democracy working with the world's largest democracy. President Barack Obama has called it one of the defining partnerships of the 21st century, and not without good reason. Is it possible to imagine solutions to our global challenges without the collaboration and support of India? Issues like global security and terrorism, climate change, environmental sustainability, public health, and trade all require a strong partnership between the United States and India. But as the history of the US-India relations have shown, this type of strong partnership with India has not always been fully realized, despite sharing many common values and interests. Great Britain's colonization of India prevented any type of US-India relationship forming before 1947, despite Mahatma Gandhi having served as the inspiration for Martin Luther King Jr. and President Kennedy doing much to work with India in the 1960s. Cold War politics prevented US-India ties from blossoming, with the US tilting towards Pakistan due to its border with Soviet-occupied Afghanistan, US relations with China following Nixon's visit in 1971, and India reflexively being non-aligned, but tilted a little bit towards the Soviet Union, as evidenced by the 1971 Indo-Soviet Treaty of Friendship. Following the end of the Cold War, nuclear politics in South Asia once again scuttled a chance for better relations, leading to a continuation of a hyphenated India-Pakistan policy perspective from Washington. It was not really until the end of the Clinton administration, when President Clinton visited India in 2000, and especially during the George W. Bush presidency, that a breakthrough in the US-India relationship was achieved through a landmark 2005 civil nuclear deal that included essentially carving out an exception to the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, NPT, for India, a responsible nuclear power in the view of the United States. Despite some interesting hiccups along the way, the Obama administration, first with Manmohan Singh and now with Narendra Modi, has really taken the US-India partnership to a level not previously seen. President Obama visited India twice during his 8 years in office, including his June 2016 visit. Prime Minister Modi has already visited the United States 3 times since he came into office in 2014. Together, the two governments collaborate on more than 70 initiatives on just about everything imaginable: vaccines, space, climate change, counter-terrorism, and agriculture. Bilateral US-India trade grew from $19 billion in 2000 to over $100 billion in 2014. US exports to India totaled $38 billion that year, supporting an estimated 181,000 US jobs. Cumulative Indian foreign direct investment in the United States totaled $7.8 billion in 2014, and US foreign direct investment into India that year was $28 billion. The bilateral security partnership is stronger than ever, typified by the recent visit to India of the US Secretary of Defense, Dr. Ashton Carter. The recognized convergence of the US-Asia rebalance and India's Act East policy led to the President and Prime Minister issuing a joint strategic vision for the Asia-Pacific and Indian Ocean region, JSV, that prioritizes stability in the Indo-Pacific region, including issues like maritime security in the South China Sea. The country's space agencies, NASA and ISRO, have deepened their cooperation. The NASA-ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar mission, NISA, is the first radar imaging satellite to use dual frequency and has important applications to understand Earth's natural processes, like earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanoes. NASA has also invited ISRO to collaborate on NASA's Mars mission. We unfortunately haven't been able to discuss much regarding India's pharmaceuticals and biotechnology industries, but this is another area of exciting collaboration with the United States. To cite just one example, with the support of the US National Institutes of Health, the Gates Foundation and the Indian government, the Hyderabad-based Bharat Biotech, after years of research, have produced a super cheap rotavirus vaccine that has the potential to reduce infant mortality rates due to diarrhea in India and around the world.